Hey guys, excuse the fact that I am totally still in my pajamas and in bed. I mean, it is Saturday morning after all. But in response to the Twitter chat, I loved it. I have done them before, and I've always enjoyed engaging with others on the Twitter platform because there's just something about the 140 character limit that allows you and others to get directly to the point. So no fluff added, which is definitely something that I appreciate. Through this 45-minute chat, I was able to get so many good book recommendations as well as recommendations on where and how to find good, worthwhile YA and middle grades books. And I like how on Twitter the conversation is stored for you to access at any time. So I will definitely be going back to look at the conversation to get ideas for future use and to look back on those lists that my classmates and professor recommended. The chat helped me to see why discussion is so important in terms of reading. It's hard to read a novel and just move on. I think you really need to discuss it to gain meaning and understanding. As Bueller said, reading can't be accompanied, or reading should be accompanied by social interactions in the classroom. And by doing this, we're adding meaning to the stories and we're clarifying our own understandings. For example, in the Twitter chat today, when we were discussing the difference between YA literature and middle grades literature, I was able to clarify my own understandings in the term by both writing about it, reading my peers' responses, and engaging in a back and forth conversation about it. The Twitter chat really just made me even more excited to implement young adolescent pedagogy into my classroom and to build up my classroom library with these good, heavy books. And I really learned about myself that I'm able to understand reading so much more and to make meaning about something that I otherwise would not have been able to if it weren't for the discussion with my peers. And again, as Bueller said, discussion is a huge piece of literacy development and young adolescent pedagogy. And on a last note, I can't wait to try this in my own classroom. The only obstacle I think would be getting students set up on Twitter because, some have them and some don't. But, that's something I could do at the beginning of the year, and then they would have that access to Twitter all year long. And for middle schoolers, especially 8th graders, I would definitely have to set some strict guidelines. But I feel that it could really help aid in their meaning making of both social studies content and what they or we are reading together. So I look forward to our next chat.